Devil Fruits is a power system I haven't really talked about. Like the rest of the series, I will use my unique view on balancing to analyze the power system. The first type of Devil Fruit is Paramecius. I personally split these into two categories, single power and multi-power fruits. I'll start with single power fruits. These offer the best powers that the story has. By the name, they obviously give the user one specific power. The concept of many of these is extremely creative. There are characters that can chop up their body, turn parts of their body into bombs, turn their body into blades, create wax, create strings, and many other unique abilities. Powers under this category tend to be unique even under the sphere of anime and manga. The story would use a bizarre concept as an ability and make it work. This was especially effective because in early One Piece, the story wasn't trying to create powerful opponents, so the creativity of the ability could be prioritized. And past the initial concept, Luffy's applications of his fruit are some of the most inventive stuff I've seen in stories. I'm obviously talking about his gears, mostly second and third since they don't involve hockey. Then there's multi-powered Paramecius. These are fruits that give the user multiple disconnected powers that fall under the same umbrella or motif. Examples would be Law and Sugar's fruits. Within Law's room, he can cut things apart, switch the positions of things, levitate objects, and more. With her fruit, Sugar can turn people into toys, erase memories, make contracts, and pause her own aging. These are the only two I remember so far, but I fear that there are more to come because of their potential. My problem is that it abuses Paramecius' lack of a definition and comes off as very lazy in comparison. Getting multiple abilities rather than one is an unfair advantage that comes at no price. Big Mom's fruit also borders on this multi-power category, because while all of her abilities come back to manipulating souls, some of her applications are very loose in mechanics, like Prometheus or Zeus. Zoans are some of the most balanced fruits. They give the user the ability to transform halfway or completely into an animal, each with their own advantages. The trio from CP9 are the best examples of this. My issue with the fruit begins to arise with mythical Zoans. They give the characters beast transformations along with extra powers, which feels like a deviation from the initial idea of Zoans and comes with no drawback. Like multi-powered Paramecius, this seems like a result of power escalation. The last type is Logia, and this is easily the most problematic. Most Logia have the ability to turn the user into the element, meaning that they can make themselves untouchable. This particular ability is obviously overpowered. The fact that the story felt the need to create a whole nother power system just to combat this shows how big of a problem it was. Unless a fighter can find the element's natural weakness, like against Crocodile or Enel, they have no way of harming them. And on top of that, they generate and manipulate a nearly unlimited amount of their element. Sea Stone and the sea is also a weakness, but it's a weakness to all fruit users. The last topic is Awakening. So far, only Zoans and Paramecius have shown this ability. I'm fine with Zoans because it gives them enhanced physical abilities, but seemingly reduces their intelligence as well. Paramecius users gain the power to turn their surroundings into their fruit substance and manipulate it. Not only is the logic questionable, but it's unbalanced. The character that could turn his body into mochi now has the ability to turn other inanimate objects into mochi and control them. It's eerily close to the way Logias manipulate an element, and is an issue stemming from the improper handling of power escalation. I feel like Awakening in general takes away from the simplicity of the earlier Devil Fruits and is another method to create more and more powerful abilities. In conclusion, Devil Fruits started off really well, where the story wasn't trying to create destructive and powerful abilities. But as the story continued, like most battle manga, the power system and characters faced power escalation, and the simplicity and balance of the early concept began to take a hit. The powers, especially Paramecius, are still as creative as they were, just no longer as simple or balanced. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and check out my manga for free online. If you enjoy my content, please consider donating to my Patreon. All important links will be in the description.